Who made this monstrosity?
Pick the Percocet, icy on my neck, hit you with that check. Teachers by the flex.
What's good? What's fun? What's new? How you doing?
Hit you with that check. Teachers by the
Welcome back
flex.
to the
Go.
channel. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And today we're going to be looking at another video titled How Did Hashirama Die? And this is interesting. I think I've always wondered who did Hashirama actually. I always wondered about Hashirama's life actually. Just basically post Madara. How did he live? Who did he give birth to? Which of his children is the one that gave birth to Tsunade? How long did he rule Konoha for? And just basically things, just basically him as a leader after he had to kill his best friend, basically, or allegedly kill his best friend or long-time rival. But yeah, so let's dive on in.
Today, we'll be answering the ever-intriguing question, how did Hashirama Senju, our beloved and incredibly powerful Hokage, meet his end? Let us explore a few theories and unravel this mystery. Hashirama Senju, the revered first Hokage and founder of the Konoha, is known as the god of shinobi. His immense power, rare chakra nature, and unwavering dedication to peace made him nearly invincible. Yet, he met his demise, leaving us with no clues about his death. Several theories have emerged to explain Hashirama's death. One theory suggests natural causes. Despite his incredible healing jutsus and chakra mastery, the stress of leadership, constant battles, and the use of his powerful wood-release technique may have taken a toll on his health over.
So, I think natural causes, sure, that one is there. Did I see somewhere that he might have had some sort of ailment and that's what killed him? I think I've seen something like that. I've also seen, let me speak specifically on the natural causes. So, yeah, it kind of makes sense. Also, if you factor in genetics. So Hashirama was basically OP in terms of healing. He literally didn't have to weave any hand signs before he started healing. So maybe the healing factor, maybe the frequent use of such technique affected or was affecting his body long term. Now I guess that's kind of iffy because at the end of the day, the Senjus are known for their natural high level of chakra and their lengthy lifespan. So that means they can basically withstand anything. Hell, we saw that with Naruto's mother. This woman had just given birth to Naruto. She had two things put out over Naruto and the Nine Tails. She was still exceedingly weak. She still took a stab to the chest with Minato, and Minato died before her. That is insane. So people from Ashura's line, the Senju and the Uzumaki are that strong. So, and this is a god tier person, basically Ashura's reincarnation himself. So I don't necessarily see how natural disaster should be a cause. But maybe if you've also factor in the long period of time. I saw somewhere that Hashirama actually ruled the village for another 20 years. So maybe old age and the damage his body had taken over time has started to catch up. Okay, so maybe that sort of makes sense. Yeah. But let's go on.
However, this theory raises questions, as his supernatural healing abilities should have protected him, as he is said to have healed himself without even making hand signs.
Exactly.
Another theory speculates that Hashirama was assassinated. As a formidable figure, he had enemies, who may have conspired against him to eliminate the threat he posed. This theory is also backed by the fact that Kakuzu was sent on a mission to assassinate Hashirama. Yet, considering his unmatched strength, including his victories over Madara Uchiha, it's hard to imagine anyone capable of challenging him. Kakuzu also failed terribly. So, this theory also seems less likely. According to
So speaking on that, yeah, it seems it seems less likely, but you guys might hate me for this. Let's factor in if he ruled for a long time. Remember I said earlier I heard somebody that Sharma ruled for like 20 extra years. So let's factor in during his downtime, during maybe he was not as strong. Of course, he was still very much formidable, but let's say he was not as strong as he used to be. And maybe, of course, that will not be enough, but maybe just factoring in then whoever that assassinated him, if that was the case, planning it to the letter. So maybe if he was on, uh, maybe I don't know what scenario I want to use, but let's say he was on a mission sort of to another village as just representing the village, that kind of thing. Kind of like what happened with Gara's father. That's how Orochimaru killed him. So maybe if you factor in something like that with this theory, maybe the right things were just put in place at the right time for him to be killed. Also, definitely, if that is what happened, then definitely there was inside help. Somebody from the Leaf betrayed him. Definitely. So that's also it's in as much as I don't want to agree with it, I can as well see the sense in that happening. But yeah, let's go on.
Naruto manga and anime, Tsunade, the fifth Hokage, reveals it also failed terribly. So, this theory also seems less likely. According to the Naruto manga and anime, Tsunade, the fifth Hokage, revealed that Hashirama died at a relatively young age compared to other Hokage. This rules out that Hashirama died at a relatively young.
Hold on. And yet in the end they died in vain for the village while still in the midst of pursuing their dreams. They say both my grandfather and the second lord wanted to end Hostel's murder. So, what did Tsunade say again?
Tsunade, the fifth Hokage, revealed that Hashirama died at a relatively young age compared to other Hokage.
I'll just say this now: the youngest Hokage that died was Minato. Hands down. The youngest was definitely Minato. So, there's no way Hashirama died. There's no way Hashirama died that early. Also, if you factor in what is it called? What is it called? What is it called? What is it called? Oh, I wanted to say something and it just escaped my mind. If you factor in so Tobirama became the second Hokage, right? For Tobirama to have become the second Hokage, Hashirama should have died. Now we are aware Tobirama died during the first Great Shinobi War. However, Hashirama happened. Hashirama Tobirama died towards the end of the first Great Ninja War. Hashirama died before then. I mean, obviously before then. He died when? Either right before it started or either right before it started or right after it started. That's when Hashirama died. And I think the first Great Shinobi War happened after a very long time after Hashirama fought Madara. I think some years down the line or so. But basically, if you watch that, Hashirama Minato died at about maybe 24. Hashirama did not look anything 24 when he fought Madara at that time. And if he was alive, if you factor in the years, I don't know I don't know how long, or I've forgotten how long it was actually. But if you factor in the years before, the time period between Hashirama fighting Madara and the first Great Shinobi War, if you add that as well to his age, it doesn't make sense that he would have died at a very young age. Also, this is her grandfather she's talking about, not her father. So the man was already an old man, some sort. Not even if not old in looks, he should be pushing maybe like 50 something or maybe 40 something if he somehow if maybe he had like a 20-year-old son or daughter that got married during that period and gave birth to Tsunade. So maybe Tsunade by the time she was like 5, Hashirama was like 50. Because remember, Hashirama himself said he spoiled her, which is why, and he spoiled her to the point that she inherited his gambling problem. So it doesn't make sense that he died at a young age. Maybe, but then again, I don't think we can specifically for Tsunade. Yeah, the clip that was shown. Let me go to it. Hold on. Okay, so this is clearly when Jiraiya went to look for Tsunade and Naruto accompanied him. So this is basically her shitting on the dreams of the Hokages, and she's explaining to Naruto why she's shitting on it. So basically what I'm trying to say is she's like 50 here. Maybe the last time she saw her granddad maybe she was like 5. So it is so maybe from her eyes, yeah, her grandfather was relatively young in looks. So it is hard to factor in. It doesn't make sense to factor in what a 5-year-old Tsunade said, or what a 5-year-old Tsunade thought, or maybe yeah, it doesn't. At least that's the lens of which I'm looking at it. True, but basically, I don't think. No, I don't think. Hands down, Hashirama didn't die young, relatively younger than the previous Hokages.
Terribly. So, this theory also seems less likely. According to the Naruto manga and anime, Tsunade, the 5th Hokage, revealed that Hashirama died at a relatively young age compared to other Hokage. This rules out the death by old age, showcasing that he was still in his prime. Let's focus on theory number 3.
Hold on, let me.
Hashirama's death could be old age at a relatively young age.
Hold on.
Likely. According to the Naruto manga and anime, Tsunade, the 5th Hokage,
I need to go back.
it's hard to imagine anyone capable of challenging him. Kakuzu also failed terribly. So, this theory also seems less likely. According to the Naruto manga and anime, Tsunade, the 5th Hokage, revealed that Hashirama died at a relatively young age compared to other Hokage. This rules out the death by old age, showcasing that he was still in his prime. Let's focus on
He was, but here's the thing. He was in his prime. Doesn't mean he wasn't getting old. So the thing is this: the descendants of Ashura, I don't think normal genetics applies to them. Maybe in a sense, I guess they are sort of like Saiyans in a sense, because even when they showed, there was a time when they showed the leader of the Uzumaki during the Warring States period. There was a time I saw this, and he was probably the only person that one of few people that Hashirama and Madara had a problem with going up against. And this is during the Warring States periods. If anything, that was no, I can't say that was Hashirama's prime alone, but Hashirama had already made a name for himself then. It was part of his prime. So, but the thing is, if when I saw the picture of the guy, I think they said he was like 70 or 60 something. He did look old, but he didn't look feeble. You get so. Of course, in Hashirama's case, he's undoubtedly getting old. That doesn't mean he's feeble. He could still be very much in his prime. Don't get me wrong. He could have been 60 and could have wiped out the Kinkaku and Genkaku force. It still doesn't make sense to me that the second Hokage, Tobirama, died to that. But it is what it is. Another thing I would say is I think Tobirama should have learned. I think it would have made sense if Tobirama learned Senjutsu. But hey, that's besides the point. In as much as he could have been old, in as much as he was still in his prime, that doesn't mean he wasn't old or getting old. So I still won't factor in I don't know. I still won't factor in what Tsunade said.
compared to other Hokage. This rules out the death by old age, showcasing that he was still in his prime. Let's focus on theory number 3. Hashirama's death could be linked to the strain of his immense powers.
Yes, That is very likely. Very, very likely. Before they start, he was so powerful that his cells were still being used generations after his death. So, the very fabric of his genes could have been part of what caused what eventually led to maybe whatever ailments he got and died. So, hell, maybe it was even chakra. Maybe chakra ailments was part of that. I think that was part of it. Itachi's disease as well. So it's something we've seen before. So that is most likely what caused his death to me.
As the master of the wood release technique, the constant use of this powerful jutsu might have eventually impacted his health, leading to his untimely demise. While the exact cause of Hashirama Senju's death remains a mystery within the Naruto series, these theories provide plausible explanations. Natural causes, assassination, chakra strain, and even the possibility of battle-related incidents have been speculated. Among these, the theory of the strain caused by his wood-release jutsu seems most plausible. However, we may never truly know the truth behind his demise. Tell in the comments which you think makes the most sense. Also, have you ever thought why Jiraiya has such a unique headband? Here's an entire video explaining that.
This was a great video. I think for the three effects, natural causes, assassination, and side effects, I think the one that would make the most sense is the side effects, to be honest with you. But then again, the side effects could tie in with the natural causes. So the side effects of wood release, Hashirama has some sort of ailment. As he's getting older, he has to deal with the complexities that come with old age as well. So yeah, it could also be possible that he was handling both, and at the same time he still had to get into a battle where he was killed. But at the same time, that doesn't seem plausible, because I genuinely believe that if you're the one that killed the god of Shinobi, because this is Hashirama we're talking about. This is someone that saw Ten Tails Obito and was like, "I'll be blunt, he's stronger than me." Like, do you know how OP you have to get to that? You're like, okay, I'll be blunt. This god tier person is the only person that is stronger than me. This god tier person, I actually see him as a problem. So I think the person that would have killed Hashirama, his name would have been recorded in the history of this. It doesn't matter that the person was gaining level. It doesn't. His name would have run through the whole Shinobi world. That's another reason why I don't believe he was assassinated. But yeah. You guys let me know what other videos you want me to see in the comment section. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
The Percocets, I see on my neck, hit you with that check, we just bout to flex. Pick the Percocets, I see on my neck, hit you with that check, we just bout to flex. We just bout to flex, we just bout to